Ripple FX, episode 20.
We are talking about leaving well today. Yeah, to the new year. It's 2026, and we are leaving 2025 energy in 2025, and we're starting fresh.
Yeah, definitely grateful for it, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this concept of leaving well is from a former client. Her name is Naomi Hadaway. She has a podcast called Leaving Well, and it is about leaving a job in a really good way that brings you joy. And so we've applied this concept a lot to our lifestyle and just living in different countries.
Yes, I especially love Naomi's work because we've transitioned a lot location-wise as far as our niche, as far as our pitch, as far as our community. And the leaving well and the transition process is something that has shown up quite often. Mm-hmm. And it's not overlooked, but it's something that we've definitely become more intentional about since absorbing Naomi's work.
Yeah, I think we've been, like you said, more intentional with grieving a place.
Mm-hmm. And people in that place.
And who we were in that place or that year. And I think for a long time, we didn't allow ourselves to be sad about it because we were always like, okay, what's the next thing? Like many humans do, we get excited about what's coming next, but we don't always sort of allow ourselves to be sad and just close a chapter.
Yeah, it's okay to be sad. Yeah. It's okay to grieve. It's okay to miss something. It's okay to let something go and feel it completely.
Yeah.
So that's what we're here.
Yeah, to just talk about a little bit more in different areas.
Yeah.
So the first one is some of the practices that we've done in the last month, I would say, of physically cleaning out our digital spaces and physical spaces. Why are you laughing?
Physically cleaning out our digital spaces and digitally cleaning out our physical spaces.
Yeah, that.
No, I'm joking. Yeah, we've been decluttering our Google Drives, iCloud storage, Dropboxes, and then our spaces here, all the papers we've accumulated, our junk drawer, getting out stuff, clothes we're not using anymore. So as we plan and prep our next transition and to leave Malta well, we're excavating things emotionally too. Yeah.
And going back to the digital space, if you know me, I love a Facebook group, and I have been in way too many Facebook groups. And so I just spent some time the other week and just left probably half of the Facebook groups I was in because I don't want that to be cluttering up my space and unfollowing people who aren't right for me and us anymore, and really just making room for new blessings.
Nice. I have some music projects that I am completing in this room. This is our office/studio space. Mm-hmm. And it's just some projects. If you can see the piano in the frame, the keyboard, it's just a few projects that I have to do here in this room, and it has to be done here. And once I leave, it's complete. It's a way for me to not be a perfectionist, and it's a way for me to leave well because I'm putting some creative expression into this phase in our life. Mm-hmm. And that's a way for me to clear out my creative space.
Yeah, I was going to say completing projects is part of leaving well. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, you start something and then I do this a lot. I start an audiobook and then I have like too many audiobooks going on. So I really am trying to get in the habit of like, I'm starting this audiobook, I need to finish it before I move on to the next thing. And otherwise it sort of runs in the background of your head, all these tabs that are not closed.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you said your music projects, and something that I started, I think I've mentioned it in another podcast, but I started as a Girl Gone International volunteer host, and we'll put more about that in the show notes. But I just felt really called to do it. I felt like it was really purposeful. So basically I host different events each month, and it brings women together from all parts of the world who are currently living in Malta. And yeah, I just felt really called to do that, even if it was only a couple events.
I love seeing you do that and how it's evolved and how it's helping us transition, because now we are even more clear about what we want to continue doing and how we want it to look in our next location.
Yeah.
And I also wanted to shout out a fellow audio nomad, Jonas. He is a very well-versed traveler, and he always makes it a point to do something in his next location, whether it's taking a class, lessons, learning a language, to help anchor whether it's a skill or a hobby in your next place. Mm-hmm. And I think that's a great approach when it comes to prepping for the transition and leaving well, is having something to look forward to. Yeah. And having something to remember your current place or the next place that you're going to by. Mm-hmm. And that has kind of woven itself into at least my personal philosophy. And I know what I'm going to do in our next location. And I've done things in this location. Yeah. And that helps me appreciate it, show gratitude, leave something behind, and then have something to look forward to.
Yeah.
And
it's like a chapter.
Yeah, it's just like a chapter. It's like, oh, wow. Yeah, I did this in Malta, or I did this in whatever location it looks like. Mm-hmm.
Something else I wanted to say about just like completing projects is in 2025, we really sort of tightened our screws with our boundaries with ourselves and our clients, and really just respecting our value of our services and like knowing what our value is and not going under that. And I think that that's something, you know, like any part of us that was willing to go under, we're leaving that in 2025.
Yeah, and that's part of the grieving too, is grieving who we once were, and also grieving who you thought you could be if you didn't go through this phase of growth. So instead of saying, oh man, if we had our rates so much higher back then, we would be so much further ahead now.
But they were supposed to be.
It was supposed to be. Grieve the person you were supposed to be right now if you started. Grieve that person and start from here. And as far as like our standards and our boundaries, stick to them.
Yeah.
So you can love and trust yourself, and don't be so hard on yourself.
Yeah.
In the process.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's a good place to stop. I just want to add just a question for you to reflect. And it is, what do you need to leave in last year? Whether it's, you know, parts of you that you're still holding on to, or maybe projects, or, you know, whatever it is. Like, what do you need to like really let go of so that you can open up your heart and your space, physical, digital, like spiritual space, for more abundance to flow in your life?
It's a great question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a wrap.
We love you guys.
Love you.
Waves don't die.
Bye.
Peace.
Thanks for tuning in to the Ripple FX podcast. If you want more about connection, social media, podcasting, and life abroad, make sure to follow us on Instagram at Wave Enterprise Co.
I'm Lawrence.
And I'm Gina.
And we help female-owned wellness brands with podcasts and social media.
And remember, waves don't die.
Peace.